Last panelist, Wahida, and 3 questions. What advice would you give to those facing legal issues in your area for the first time? What resources and tools would you point them to? And how can they make the most of their relationship with their lawyer or paralegal?
Thanks, Doug. The benefit of being last is that I don't have to repeat some of the wonderful tips that the previous panelists have shared. But starting with what advice I would give to those people, those facing employment issues for the first time, is remembering that they're not alone. Unless somebody is a student or retired, everybody has a job. So not feel alone, because you're not alone. Most people experience issues at work, but most don't want to talk about it with anybody. For example, there's a sense of shame of being let go that has nothing to do with performance. A lawyer would help explain why something happened or didn't happen, and an experienced employment lawyer will have handled countless different workplace situations, so they can help put your mind at ease. Also, if you have been terminated from work or are being investigated for harassment, common issues, or something similar, do not sign anything before trying to get legal advice. Resist the pressure from some employers to sign on the spot. Deadlines can be quite arbitrary, so do not sign. If there's anything to take away, is do not sign. The other tip I would give is to try to keep key workplace documents, either hard copy or email, of things like your employment contract, good performance reviews, bad performance reviews, pay stubs, your T4s, things like that, in either USB, cloud, wherever that you see fit, things that apply to you, because those are the things that your lawyer will be asking you for should something happen to your job. As for legal resources, a number of them have been mentioned, including the very good steps to justice that Jennifer mentioned at the outset. It helps, outline the basic concepts and terms in employment law that people may not be familiar with. Of course, there's justicenet.ca, which is a not-for-profit service that's offering legal services at a reduced rate for Ontarians with low, moderate incomes. There's, if financially eligible, the Pro Bono Ontario for some advice. Their employment lawyers, such as myself, can provide 30 minutes worth of advice at a time. What makes Pro Bono Ontario different is that it doesn't actually do family law and criminal law because of the legal aid element. So this is a service that's available for what normally legal aid would step in for those fields. And last but not least, for sources would be the for human rights issues and discrimination at the workplace, reaching out to the Human Rights Legal Support Center for those issues if you're provincially regulated. And if you're federally regulated and want to make a complaint, the Canadian Human Rights Commission can start guiding you if you want to make a complaint. As for how the lawyer-client relationship, be transparent and honest about the issues and concerns right up front. Your lawyer can help you overcome bad facts, but needs to know them up front. And as tough as speaking about personal topics can be, it's in your best interest to tell your lawyer. And as I believe Terry mentioned, if your lawyer recommends you do or don't do something, listen to them. Your lawyer's job is to advocate for you the best they can, but they need your cooperation. So if they say, keep the settlement confidential, please do not go on social media and talk about how you won the settlement against your former employer. And communicate with your lawyer. So if they ask you to provide them something by email, as Terry mentioned, do that. And please don't disappear at key times when it comes to working with your lawyer. Again, they're there to help you.